Today, let's talk about ugly fabric. So I'm looking currently for some fabrics to buy, and I came across a few of them, and I started thinking, is it really that the fabrics are ugly, or is it that the colors are just wrong? What do you think I mean by that? Okay, so for example, looking at the ones I am thinking of, now I tend to look for fabrics online first before I go into the store so that I can know exactly what I'm looking for. Because as you know, if you go into the store to buy fabrics, you come out with more than you intend to buy. It's a bit like food shopping, isn't it? So I always look before just to make sure I know what I want, I know what I'm looking for, because I like to pre-plan my quilts. But I came across a few of them online, and I'll put the pictures up to show you, that I felt, they look okay. The colors are a little bit dark, and are they ugly fabrics? Is this what you call ugly fabrics? And I'm thinking to myself, is it ugly, or is it that you need to learn how to really incorporate the fabric that you consider to be ugly right? What I mean by that? Well, is it that you're pairing it with the right colors? Is it that you're pairing it with the correct background color? Are you using dark and dark? Are you using dark and light? Okay, so is it dated florals? Because for me, I find that if the florals are dated, now there are vintage florals that look really beautiful and they just open you up to like, oh, that's really lovely. And then there are florals that looks dated that makes it ugly. Am I making sense? Share with me down below if you think I'm making sense. So is it the florals that is ugly? Is it muddy? Is it really dark? Is it just too many darks together with very minimal lights that makes it look ugly? But my question is there such a thing as ugly fabric? Or is it we, as the user of the fabric, not using it correctly? Think on that for a moment. Just sit on it, yeah, and let me know what you think. And just pause the video and respond to that right now. I want to know what you're thinking, because sometimes I think it's us as the user with our poor choices and how to work that particular fabric. I think every fabric may have its unique beauty within it, but it is up to us to bring that out. And I'll show you a quilt I made recently. Even I was in doubt of that particular quilt that I felt was had really nice fabrics, because when I was opening up the fat quarters, they were like ugly to me. I'll be honest with you guys, and I think I mentioned that in the video. I wasn't very pleased with a lot of them, but the overall quilt looked beautiful and I didn't add anything to it. I used exactly that fat quarters. So again, my question is it us that just don't know how to use the fabrics correctly? So in today's video, I want to challenge you to start to think outside the box when you buy fabrics that you may later think it's ugly. Because in the moment of buying, you don't think it's ugly. Like that bundle of fat quarters, when I opened it, I didn't realize that the ones I dislike wasn't there. Okay, I bought it based on the fabric at the top. I just looked at the fabric, oh, that's a nice bundle, but I didn't go through it. Do you do that? Like I do? Because that tends to happen to me a lot. I just look at the top and say, oh, that's pretty. And I may turn it upside down, but I don't filter through. So in today's video, let's talk about the magic of cutting up. Let's talk about what makes a fabric ugly, which I think I've already mentioned that, and the power of neutrals and placement within the blocks I think that's important. So let's have a discussions today, and I want you to share with me your honest feelings on what you think about ugly fabrics. Let's get started. Okay, so let's talk about cutting up those ugly fabrics. Now, for me, let me show you a few of my ugly fabrics that I had that I've used. Now, this particular fabric, most of you will probably remember it. I had this fabric and I used it in 2 quilts so far. This is probably the last bit of it here. I think I've got some extra cut off from the backing, etc. because I've used it as a backing, I've used it as borders, I've used it as binding. Okay, now that's the secret. The secret of using ugly fabrics like this, and a few of you, if not probably 60% of you have told me you hate this. But when you put it with an overall other fabric or the overall presentation of the quilt, it changes the outcome of it. Now, when you cut it up, and that's what the point is here, is that sometimes with ugly fabrics, you cannot use it on its own. Well, I may take that back because I've got another quilt I need to show you where I've used it on its own. Okay, but again, this particular quilt, I also use this. Now, I regard this as blooming ugly. Why? It's not something you would use in a quilt on its own. But when you cut this up and you pair it with others, and let me show you an example of that, the overall outcome of the quilt becomes magical. It is the magic of cutting up ugly fabric. And that is the secrets here. All right, so before it is ugly, it is just uninviting, it's boring to look at, it doesn't seem creative, but the overall presentation of the quilt is what rescues the fabrics. It makes the other patchwork come alive, as well as using those ugly fabrics within the quilt also come alive. So in this instance, the pairing works. The pairing works. And this is my point here that I'm trying to draw to you, is that ugly fabrics can be transformed into something beautiful. Now let's think about the power of pairing it with neutrals. So what really is the power of neutrals? Well, it's a secret weapon of harmonizing your quilts. It's a secret weapon of making it or upscaling that sophistication look. You will see a lot of quilters use that today. They would use white backgrounds many times. A lot of people use white because I do honestly feel that white can be very trickery and very easy to use. It doesn't always prove to me that you get color theory correct, but I think using other neutrals really steps up the game in the performance of your quilt. Okay, so it's that sophistication element. That's what the stronghold of having those neutrals offset to balance off that busy, ugly print as we may see it as. Okay, it allows you to be creative, give a creative balance. It allows an ugly, scrappy quilt to have a little bit of uniformity in your projects so that it comes alive. And you would see me do that many times when I use a scrappy quilt. I may use fabrics that I don't necessarily like at all within a scrappy quilt, but collectively with a slight balance of offset of neutrals really raises the profile of that quilt. What's another way of using neutrals in your ugly fabrics? Well, it helps you to use it as borders. You can get away with using an ugly print as a border, using then to highlight or to frame that particular quilt that you want to show off. Another great way of using your ugly is in the backing, literally. I use that quite a lot. And let me show you one right now, actually. This particular fabric here, I absolutely hate this. And I look at it and I often wonder, what made you buy this? It's ugly. Looking at it there, it just really sets off to me, why is it ugly? But using this as backing, it's fine. Okay? Using it as binding, it's fine because it really helps to show off the quilt. Okay, but that's one of the ways of getting away with using ugly fabrics. Okay, sometimes ugly fabrics can come to the rescue of your quilts, and it just really helps you to give sometimes a visual rest of all the piecing. It even allows you to teach yourself to balance loud fabrics, neutral fabrics, medium fabrics. And I think sometimes that is a challenge of using ugly fabrics. It may be ugly. Yes, let's all agree to that. They are ugly, but it's how we use them that really makes up the beauty in using those fabrics. And I think it's also a way of growing within your quilting, that you can find a way to use fabrics that you deemed as ugly or not so pleasant to look at, or even rescuing the fabric. Okay, that's another positive way of looking at using the ugly fabrics. But I challenge you. I challenge you to at least one of your quilts use an ugly fabrics, whether you cut it up, whether you use it as smaller piecing, larger piecing, whether you put it within a fat quarter bundle, or whether you use it as backing or binding. I challenge you to do that because I think it will help you to grow in your quilting. Oh, I just remembered. Let's take a short break and talk about the Christmas quilt along. So before this video ends, Christmas quilt along starts on the 31st of August. Sign up today. You can see all the beautiful blocks we will be making. It's only cost 12 Australian dollars, which is $8 US. So don't get left behind. Sign up today. There is a link for all the details that a video that I created for you, and there's a link to sign up if you think you have all the details that you need to know. All right, so let's get back to the video. Don't forget to sign up today, and I'll see you then. We're almost done with this one. I cannot believe time is going by so quickly. Sign up today, otherwise you're going to be rushing if you sign up late. So sign up on time so we can complete on time. Let's get back to the video. Let me give you some more ideas for using ugly fabrics. So we can do an ugly fabric swap, and we can make a quilt out of it. Obviously, we all would need to have ugly fabrics and swap it around the world, which would be a fantastic idea. And then by the end of the year, we make that particular quilt and we showcase it to each other. Yeah, that's excellent. We send pictures. I already mentioned the fact that we can use it as backing. Okay, we can also use it for charity quilts. We can also use ugly fabrics for making quilts for pets, so it's not to a loss. Okay, so yeah, I think those ideas are good. We can also use ugly fabrics for things at home, i.e. making a throw pillow that may probably just go well with our home decor. You just don't know. Okay, we can use it for making grocery bags that we can use as Jackson's making noise, as we can use as reusable, shopping bags. Perfect. So ugly fabric is not at a loss. It really depends on our imagination, the function we would like to use it for, and just putting us into it. Listen, we all got creativity inside of us. It is up to us to dig deep and discover it, and that can only be down to you. So let's embrace all of our ugly fabrics. I know I have a few, but I also know that I have used it to the best of my ability, whereby I can really incorporate it into my quilts. And you know what? Most of the times, if not all of the times, I very rarely get someone saying, I didn't like that quilt. They may say, I didn't like that fabric, but the way you've used it has really set off the quilt. So I challenge you today to share with me your ugly fabrics on Instagram. I'm going to link it down below, or Facebook. Okay, I want to see your ugly fabrics, and I want to see what you've done with it, what you've turned it into. So let's have an ugly fabrics display, and then I want to see the love that you have put into that fabric that's made it into a beautiful project. So If you enjoyed this discussion, share with me down below your ugly fabric thoughts. Have you got any ugly fabrics? And let's get chatting in the discussion in the description box and talk about it. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now and happy quilting!